On our last camping trip, our tongue jack started making this noise. I don't know exactly what's making this noise, but I know it's probably not good and that I need to get it fixed. So if you're interested, stay tuned. So our 2023 Airstream International has the Barker VIP 3500 tongue jack on it. So I reached out to those guys, sent them a video of the noise, and got on the phone with Bob, and he pretty much knew what it was right off the bat, and he said he was gonna send me out some parts. I haven't even opened the box yet to see what he sent me, so let's check it out. Whatever it is, I hope it came with instructions. Oh, it's heavy. It looks like it's the shaft that bolts to the top of the trailer here. The whole upper assembly. Holy smokes. Well, just took everything out of the box and there's no instructions. So here we go. So I can already tell just by looking at the existing one that I'm gonna have to take the propane cover off because it's sitting on top of this flange. I'm also gonna have to take the brake controller off. And I guess this is just going to slide down, maybe thread in to something down there because this side has threads inside. Can you see that? So here's the part that they sent me. So as I look at my existing tongue jack, basically it's going to start here, go up to here, and then all this is going to stay in place. So I got to disconnect this top motor assembly from this shaft right here first. So now that I'm kind of thinking about this, I'm a little bit worried about what's going to support the weight of the trailer as I take this all apart. So I'm going to play it safe. I'm going to put my receiver on my truck. I'm going to lower the trailer down onto the truck so all the weight's off of the tongue jack. All right, the trailer's sitting on the truck. I should be safe now. Okay, so looking at how this motor is attached to the shaft, looks like there is these Allen screws here that I have to undo. I might need to do these actually. This one right here. Let's start taking stuff apart and see what happens. Any good project has to involve the dogs helping out too. Now that I'm looking at this shaft that they gave me, these Allen screws they're not holding anything in here. So I think I'll only need to remove the Allen screws on these sides. These things have seen better days. Hopefully they'll work. Let's try 4mm. Oh, a perfect match. Let's back it out pretty far. This might be the only thing holding this motor onto the top of this shaft. Oh, nope, there's another one back here on the back. I'll be darned. There we go. There's a little bit of grease inside of here. I'll show you. So that actually looks good because it matches up with what's on the bottom of the new shaft that they sent me. Okay, so now I think all I have to do is remove these 3 bolts around the top of this flange. Let's give it a shot. 9/16 works. I'm really glad I put the trailer on the truck for this. I think that was the smartest thing I've done all day. I can already tell I'm gonna need an extension for that other bolt. Kind of feels stripped, if I'm being honest. Lefty-loosey, right? Something doesn't feel right there. I think I'll tighten these back down a little bit, see if it takes some of the pressure off that. Yeah, that does not feel right. See what happens if I try to tighten it a little bit. Go loosen again. Somebody may have cross-threaded this when they put it in. Let me take a look underneath and see what's going on. So it just goes into like a nut. Not even really a nut. So worst case scenario is if this strips, I can always put a nut and a washer on the back side. It's just into some kind of little threaded insert on the back of here. At any rate, I got to get it off now. If I can. It's really tight. Looks like it went in kind of crooked. See what the bolt looks like. Ugh, get tight again. All right, it's loose. Get these back out. I don't have any of this red grease that's in here. But I can probably get out every drop that's on there with my finger. It's the never-ending bolt. Alrighty then, all 3 bolts are out. Let's see what happens. The whole thing's coming with it. So I need to take this foot off. There's a bolt on the bottom of this foot. Yeah, that foot ain't coming through this hole. Well, that'll be interesting. I guess I need to put one of these bolts back in so this thing doesn't turn as I try to take this bolt out of the bottom. I guess you just reuse this foot on the bottom here. I know which bolt I'm not putting back in. I guess there's a corresponding hole in the new assembly. All right, let's figure out what size nut that is on the bottom of there. It feels bigger than 9/16, maybe 3/4. All right, let's see what's going on here. By the way, this is the Proven Industries tongue lock right here. Awesome lock to keep your Airstream from getting stolen. I have a video on how to use it because I didn't see a good one on the interweb, so check that out here on the channel while you're here. Let's see what 11/16 feels like. Too small. Must be 3/4. Oh yeah, that's the ticket. Lefty loosey. Well, that was easy. I actually ordered a set of snap pads for the camper, including one that will go on the tongue jack here. Looking forward to seeing how that works. All right, that is off. I'm gonna have to save that bolt. Now I gotta take these bolts back out. Okay, all the bolts are out. Boom. And I still don't know what was wrong with this thing. I was guessing it was something to do with the motor. But now I'm gonna have to get this red grease out of here after I get the new one installed and try to transfer the grease over. Let's put the 2 side by side, make sure they look the same. Looks right to me. Drop the new one in, facing the same direction the old one was. She's in. All right, so here's the issue I'm running into. There's 3 bolts in this flange that go through the tongue of the trailer, and they're not really lining up. That's actually pretty close right there. The only thing is the sticker that was on the front of my tongue jack originally is now on the back. I have no idea if that matters. I can't imagine why that would matter because this gear up here turns anyway. And I can turn it by hand. All right, we're just going to roll with it like this since it looks like it lines up the closest. The one with the trailer brake that was giving me problems. So this one got really loose after it went through a sticking point, so I'm not sure if it's threading in. We'll see what happens when I get down here. Let's make some progress on these other ones. It feels like it's getting tight. Now it's loose again. Yeah, I think I'm gonna have to get a nut to put on the back of this one. All right, I will. I'm gonna test this, and then I will have to disconnect the truck and run up to the hardware store to get a nut for that. In the meantime, I'll put the foot back on here. All right, that still moves. That's good. You want that to move. All right, let's put the motor back on. Oh yeah, I gotta transfer the grease. All right, so this old shaft had some nice red grease in here that I do not have any of, so I'm gonna just scrape it out. That pretty much got all of it. Put it on the new one. It has to be lined up a certain way. I think that got it. Tighten those 4mm set screws back down. And we can re-zip tie the power wire, test this sucker out. These weren't crazy tight or anything. The moment of truth. It's working. Nice and quiet. That's awesome. Uh-oh, it's still making the noise. Interesting. Let's do it again. Not as bad, but it was still there. I am lifting the truck right now, by the way. It's a million times better. I might just give Bob a call tomorrow, send him this video, see what he thinks. So I'm just going to zip tie this wire back up. We'll call this repair done. Make sure you like this video and subscribe before you leave. If you like Airstream content, you like fitness content, because that's what we do. Have a good day.